How you doing, FLG families? Corey Winkoff here, program director. I just wanted to get everyone to start a little weekend recap of what happened this past Saturday afternoon. I thought it was a really productive and useful session. Our power hour focused on skills, and more skills. I think at this point of the year, that is the most important thing. A lot of times when you play other winter sports and you have a lot going on, other than playing lacrosse, getting a stick in your hand for the first time, especially when it's a little chilly, emphasizing getting a lot of reps, moving at a fast pace, and just developing by getting that ball in and out of your stick multiple times in a short period of time is super important. And I saw tremendous progress over that 1 hour. And you can tell some players, had the stick in their hand all winter, and you can tell some players haven't seen that stick in a while. And there's a big difference there. And I think it's important to understand that even though you're playing other sports, there's other things going on throughout the year. Having a stick in your hand all the time is super important because you want to have that same comfort level, especially early in the season, as you move into tryouts and as you move into maybe playing with some new teams, as you move up an age or a level going from middle school to JV or JV to varsity. You always want to be comfortable with the stick in your hand. So one thing that our coaches always preach and we always talk about is wall ball. And I think hearing us say do wall ball all the time, I'm sure our parents are saying the same thing to a lot of our kids, doesn't always suffice. So for us, we're trying to find ways to get creative and really track the progress of our players and make sure that they are doing stuff on their own. So we're actually starting a campaign. We are using an app. It's called Sniper. I'm going to show everyone here. I know it's backwards, but SNYPR. So this app right here. All right, so I'm going to ask every player in our program to download this app. So if you don't have a phone just yet, use mom or dad's phone and download the app, create a free account, and you are going to get an email with a code so that way you will be married to your own team. So similar to TeamSnap, we are going to have a team on the Sniper app for every single group within our program, both boys and girls. And this app is pretty awesome because what it does, it gives you the ability to go in your backyard, go up to your school, go outside in the front yard with your mom, dad, brother, sister, and you just turn the app on. You need a sleeve to put it right here on your left or your right arm, and you can track how many reps you get. And the beauty of the app is it organizes the players that get the most reps at the top of the leaderboard and the players who are doing the least at the bottom of the leaderboard. So our players myself and our coaches are going to get email notifications with who is doing the best job on a weekly basis. We are going to set challenges, and the players that achieve and do the best on these challenges are actually going to win prizes throughout the year. We're starting this in April. We're going to run it through until tryouts. So not only are we going to do this to track progress and see who's working on their own, we're going to do this so we know who really, really wants to get good at this game. I think the training when no one's watching, is the difference between the good players and the great ones. And we want players who want to become great in our program. It's that simple. So it's going to really help us tell who wants it and maybe who doesn't really want it that bad. So come tryout time, our coaches are going to evaluate which players are giving it their all when no one's watching and which players are saying, hey, maybe this isn't for me. We are not only going to do this leading up to the tryouts, we're going to roll this out once our new teams are picked in late July throughout the fall as well. So it's going to factor into maybe who plays man up, who plays man down, who plays offense, who plays defense, who maybe gets a little bit more playing time and who doesn't. I think it's important that we are setting expectations for players that we need you to do things on your own in order for us to play at a high level as a team and allow us to grow and get the players who really want to be great at this game, because that's the players that we want in our program. So again, that's the SNYPR app, Sniper app. We need everyone to download it for free. You're going to get a team code. You got to take that team code you get in the email. You plug it into the app on your phone. Now you've been added to your team. And once we start our weekly competitions, which we're going to send out through social media and through email, you'll know exactly what you need to do on a weekly basis to either do just that amount, to go the extra mile, or maybe not do enough. So again, we're going to have prizes for those players that do a great job, and it's going to hopefully allow us to raise the skill level within our program on each and every team, which is something that we need to do. I feel as though the skills are not where they need to be on each and every team, not just our most competitive teams, but on the most competitive teams as well. We need our players developing with both hands, being able to play more creatively, and be more comfortable with the stick in their hand. This is going to work, and this is going to happen, these competitions, for our high school, middle school, and also our youth teams. So expect this to be rolled out for everyone. I'm really excited about it. And the last thing I want to say, in terms of this past weekend, for our high school players who were not with us and didn't train with us on Saturday afternoon, I just want to make sure you keep working hard and leave it all on the field during your tryout period. Whether you get asked to play in the varsity, maybe you get asked to play on the JV for the first time or the second time in a row, just make sure that you take advantage of whatever opportunity your coaches give to you. Don't make excuses. Don't blame politics for why you didn't make a team or didn't. All right, whatever the circumstances are, make the most of them and just keep working hard and prove to your coaches or whoever is overseeing your program that they have no choice but to play you because of how hard you've worked and because of how much you've given, especially when no one's watching. So that's what the Sniper app is great for. So that's for our high school, that's for our high school players, boys and girls there. Hey, if you accomplished your goals, you made a team, JV varsity, you got a starting spot, you're expected to get some playing time throughout the spring, let myself know, let Coach Bob know, let Coach Wink know, let your FLG coaches know. So that way we can come watch you play and support you and promote you. Any pictures and videos you want to send us throughout the spring, I will put that up on Instagram and promote on our Facebook page. Just send it to me because I obviously don't see everything that's out there on the internet. Sometimes we don't hear all the great news that's happening within our families. Keep us informed. We get out there and we try to see as much of our players as possible and support you guys, but you got to just keep us in the loop. That's super important. All right, now moving forward for our FLG teams and training and practicing coming up this Saturday, we're hoping that our practice site over at Stimson Middle School is cleared so we can resume our team practices for our youth teams and our small group training and position-specific training for all of our teams. That's high school and down. So just make sure to keep an eye out on your phone and notifications on TeamSnap so we'll let you guys know what's happening, whether we have to move to maybe a turf field or if we are basically back on schedule and we can get going with our practices and our small group training, okay? So be on the lookout, please, for the team code that's coming in an email for the Sniper app. Start downloading that. April 1st is the deadline to make sure that you've downloaded the app and you've joined your team. So you got 3 weeks to get that done and make sure to get that done as quickly as possible. So that way, come April, we can get our competitions off to a great start and start raising the level of skill within our program. And I think that's going to create some really positive changes and create a more competitive culture within FLG. All right, so I hope everyone has a great day. I hope you guys have a great week, and we will see you guys on Saturday.